Bible shit, you know?
6 minutes until showtime.
We're live.
Here it is.
We're live.
Oh, we're going to hit on the camera now.
Yeah, that's not good. You're gonna have to switch.
That's just so good right now. Just kidding. But this is why I've been wearing layers so I can keep myself from.
Yeah, well, stop.
Ouch! How could I not? Nothing, Grandpa.
Just shut the door.
Still talking about you?
No, honey.
On air.
Bye.
Bye.
5 minutes until showtime.
Lord heaven. Hey, wait a minute. This is not us.
You have to go to the page. That's just Facebook. Just go over to
I'm like, what'd you do? You said you already had us up, and I'm like,
no, I just made us live.
Oh, yeah, Awakening the Unknown. Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's just Facebook. It's Annabella. I see Annabella.
Right. The stream is up. Okay, now I'm with the program. Put it.
4 minutes until showtime.
This is about that takes forever right.
You have to just go down.
No, it's still making me having to click on the live, so I have to click on live.
No, well, if you click on videos and go down, you'll see it.
It's no, I have to do it a couple times. It always does that. Trying to go down.
See, we're right there.
And no, I have to do it like a refresher. When you go live on yours, it doesn't show on me. I have to refresh it every time. Every time. All right, so what's that? Eddie Morales. What's the topic? The witch's self-care.
Yes, I don't have... Oh, there we go. Hello, Eddie. We'll be live in a few. We're just getting ready.
3 minutes until showtime.
Waiting for Blog Talk to catch up with us. We're doing witches self-care. That means body, mind, and spirit. That's what it means.
All right, guys. We'll get talking about it when the show starts.
So how come you're not wearing your hoops?
I'm not even wearing anything. This is what my inside shirts were at the moment. I was just finishing eating. But I'd taken off the shirt off because I didn't, with what I was eating, you know I'm going to spill on it. So I took it off because of that. You know? Figured, if this is black, if it gets dirty, it's not going to be a big deal. But
I still have on my sleeveless shirt, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 minutes until showtime.
2 minutes. I suppose they can see us now. It's a poop. Let's chat. Yeah, 2 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Look. Come on. Okay.
Oh, my goodness. I gotta stop yawning.
Yeah,
1
it's catchy.
minute
Yeah.
until showtime.
I pushed through nap time today, so
I don't have a nap time.
you could have a nap time. Nap times are actually really healthy for you. That's why people do that in foreign countries. We'll talk about it in a minute. Because it is actually part of self-care. That's why people do it in Europe. And south of the border, they do it too. Portugal closes down for 2 hours in the middle of every day.
Wow.
For everybody to go home, eat, and take a nap. And then go back to work. Till this day, they still do it. Every day. And their vacation is not a week. They get a month at a time for vacations.
Oh, we got 20-something minutes here.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
This is Susan Swanbeck, CEO of the ATUnetwork. This work is protected by Creative Commons license.
For the next 2 fun-filled hours, get ready to learn something new, be inspired, enlightened, spooked, helped, laugh, cry, and be awakened. And now, your host of Awakening the Unknown. You never know what these two will be up to next. So
Pay
please
attention.
welcome Susan Swanbeck.
Hello, everyone.
Jill Sullivan.
Hey guys, I'm remembering now to say it, not just, spray it.
So she's not just doing this on
The
a live
wave, yeah.
anymore.
I'm not just doing the wave.
Our radio audience can't hear that. So
They can't
yeah,
hear my
they
wave.
can't hear her queen
What do you
wave.
mean they can't hear my wave?
They can't hear her wave. Oh, I'll tell you, with everything that's going on, Michelle's been doing like a lot of research. Of course, I've been doing a lot of rapping lately and just posting the shows. So she sent me a bunch of show ideas. And when I ran across this one, it really kind of fell in line with everything we do. And I really loved this idea. So whether you are watching us live or listening to us on Blog Talk Radio, it's Blog Talk Radio ATUnetwork, or you're listening to the rebroadcasts on iTunes, Google Play, iHeartRadio,
all the extra,
ATUnetwork.
all
You're
your podcast
really,
media player programs.
really going to benefit from this.
Yes.
But
because-
don't forget to help out our sponsors.
That's right, guys.
That's
It
right.
keeps It's the gift that keeps on giving, guys. And that's not just,
I know.
a
So
sentence
our
or a
sponsor
statement.
is...
Whoever came up with that, which I know somebody else came up with it.
Yeah, well, our sponsor
Serious,
is
for real.
Susan Swanbeck, ATU, and it's Crystal Selling. And, of course, she, me, we, whatever. We we definitely, we have some tarot cards that will be coming in towards the end of the month as well, tarot, oracle, and things like that, on top of the line of all the crystals and the jewelry wrapping as well. So don't forget to check them out.
We got that. There's a lot, guys. And we know that different states are opening up at different times. So some of you guys are more open than others. You guys have some have more freedom than others. So we get that. We understand that.
Yep.
So this is for all levels of coronavirus, quarantine, pandemic people.
No, it doesn't matter. We do this all the time.
Yeah. So this is for everybody. This is not just for now. This is not for the past, for the future.
Just what we do.
Right. It's not for now, for the past, for the future.
Yep.
This is something that you should be doing in your life, regardless about what is actually happening around you, period. Whether it's fighting for toilet paper or whether,
Never mind the toilet paper. They're going to try to auction off the toilet paper to buy cans of Raid for the killer hornets now.
Well, they got to do something.
I don't know anybody that's going to, I don't know. Are you guys going to auction off your toilet paper for Raid?
They're going to be
really
fighting
curious.
for Lysol.
Or better yet, just buy a bunch of praying mantis. They eat their brains.
There's going to be serious fighting over
Did
that
you know
stuff.
that?
Yeah, they do.
They do. They eat the brains of the hornets.
Yeah. Hey, well, someone's got
little grotesque thing for you guys for those that are listening over supper. But we are actually, like we've talked about yesterday and last week, this particular book, if you email us at ATUnetwork@gmail.com and ask that you would like a copy of tonight's book.
We'd be happy to share it with you.
It's a PDF file, and it's called The Witch's Book of Self-Care.
By Aaron Murphy Hiscock.
Yes.
Okay, by Aaron Murphy Hiscock. We didn't write it. It's Aaron's book.
Yes,
it's Aaron Murphy Hiscock. It's a fabulous, fabulous book. By the way, we know we're not going to finish this today, so I'll give you guys a heads up.
Yeah. So literally, guys, look for a copy of this book. It's a really good book to have.
We're happy to share it for you free of charge.
Review with information, so it's a really good book.
So if you guys note, for you guys to note this, we're not going to go through every single thing in this book.
Right.
We're going to go through the book as much as we can, go through it this week and finish off next week, because it is pretty extensive, 220 something page book, 223 page book. So for your best
223.
Good. So for your best interest to really get the benefit of every bit of this, it's a free PDF file.
Yes.
So contact us. We would be happy to share this with you. Share it with all your friends. It's going to be your next bathtub read. It's going to be one of those things that you're going to want to have it on your tablet by your bedside. It's going to be like one of your favorite go-to reference things. It's going to be like your shared email at all the office girls.
I just thought
it's really good.
Okay, I thought that's good. That's better right there. I thought out of all the books that she sent, the ones I wanted to start with just reminded me, okay, a lot of people going through a lot of things right now. So let's see what we can do. Because we're literally talking here about body, mind, and spirit. That's what we're talking about, self-care. Okay. The book, of course, is titled The Witch's Book of Self-Care. But there's a lot to this. And as far as whatever your spiritual beliefs are, it's still a really awesome material to actually fall in love with, because we're talking about engaging in self-care. It's about self-respect. That's what we're talking about. Self-care is actually about taking care of yourself, making that stand and declaring, yes, you are important. That is the biggest thing right there. You guys need to know you are important. You need to take care of yourselves is what you do. You do matter in this life. Okay. Simple self-care is a part of efforts to be the best person you can be. An idea that actually resonates in magic as well. See the commonalities there. Okay.
Need I remind you guys, and every bit of history, every bit of anything you could ever go back to scientifically, religious, go back to fashion, go back to medicine, beauty, everything. It all comes back down to the witches, guys, to the witches. So witches, even us witches were taking care of us and learning about self-care before you guys even knew what self-care was.
Yeah, well, because what it is magic, believe it or not, is an ideal, and it actually resonates with self-care, is what it is. Simple self-care is a good part of it.
Well, because it's making potions, making lotions.
I got my cholesterol.
Healthy things for your face, skin, and nails. Medicines, creams, it's healthy things for your body, healthy things to eat, growing things, herbs. If you think about every aspect of medicine, it's all healthy, wealthy, and wise.
Wealthy, wise. Well, most witches aren't wealthy.
Because we know wealth is just nothing. When we die, what are we going to take with us?
That's right.
What are we going to take with us? What are we going to take? Seriously, even the Egyptian people have to leave their wealth behind. They thought they were going to take it with them.
Yeah, no, it didn't work.
Surprise,
when you're talking about health, self-care, you're also talking about healing as well. And healing, you're talking about a lot of aspects like earth healing, energy healing. There's a lot of healing energy, and you're talking body, mind, and spirit. So you really have to learn to connect those three in order to be able to have the ability to take care of yourself.
And that's a big part of magic.
This is the thing.
Part of magic.
Magic and self-care do go hand in hand.
And the thing is, magic's main focus is healing. Healing of the self, healing of the earth, healing of humanity, It's healing of nature. Magic. It's all about healing.
Yes, it is.
In every aspect, shape, or form, guys. That's what magic is. That's what magic is. You know, when have you ever heard magic and destruction ever in one sentence together?
Yeah, true.
Never.
Well,
Never.
maybe when I was back. No, not even that.
But
Just
seriously,
kidding.
Magic and destruction. Maybe
No.
witch and destruction, because the witch depends on the witch.
Yeah.
But
So you have to
magic and
remember,
destruction.
magic that is in everybody has to do with the heart of the individual. It's not this way is bad, that way is good. It's the heart of the individual that makes a difference and puts that out, is what it is. But see, in this particular book, you're actually going to explore ways to reconnect with yourself and make time for yourself. You're actually going to learn how to experience moments of your day mindfully.
We talked
about mindfulness before, and to honor yourself and your spiritual and emotional health. Now, like I said, this book does say, yes, witches self-care, but it's not just for witches. It's for everyone out there that is spiritual. This will come in handy for you right now.
If you're holistic, if you're a nature lover,
That's right.
Keep listening, guys. Keep paying extension. Pay extension.
Through magical self-care, you will actually call upon the energies of natural objects. This is what we're talking about, such as herbs, stones, which of course are crystals, okay, and the elements to actually care for yourself spiritually. This is what we're talking about. Inside these pages, which of course we told you this book is not ours, you're actually going to discover activities to find balance, recharge, examining self-destructive behavior and actually transforming it into a healthy behavior, as well as meditations designed to help you get in touch with yourself again, spiritually or otherwise. Okay? Because what you need to do is taking care of your energy, your emotional health, your physical health, your mental health are all essential undertakings and can all be enhanced with
magic. Can I hear chakra? Can I get a magic whoop whoop? Telling you. Magic.
Yeah.
Magic, okay? It's exactly
that's
what
it is. Being your best self is actually a part of what makes the world a better place. This book can be like the first step towards how to exploring like support and self-care. So it's a really important aspect of that.
Yes, this could even be, you don't even have to be in the craft. You could be someone who's even just thinking about it. You're very in the perimeter of it, right?
You can even be spiritual. You have to remember.
This is what you guys need to remember. Type of witchcraft book, guys.
Exactly.
We want you to understand
Michelle is a witch. She's a hereditary witch.
Yeah.
I'm a Celtic shaman. So I'm different, but I'm also a reverend. So I'm very eclectic. I'm like a balanced in three already.
Yes.
So that's why the law of thrice and her best friend that does thrice. So
this is good for everyone, guys. We want you guys to understand that it's a lighter version of witchcraft. I'm not asking you to like get toadstools and
pickle
rat tails
rosaries
and stuff
if
like
that's
that.
the way you do it. Everything we're talking about now can be altered. And you can do it. You can do it and sit there with a Buddha. You can sit there with a Kuan Yin, or you can have
whatever your meditation style or
whatever it is that you spiritually believe in. You can take the information we're giving you and alter it to your positive. Remember, positive spiritual.
I got my own meditation style. I know you know what it's called?
What?
Nap.
See, not me. I get so upset because I'll be sitting there. I'll have music on, and I'm sitting on the couch, and I'm really starting to get into a deep space, and all of a sudden, Mom, bing, 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 Mom, bing, 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 Mom, bring, 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 and I'm like, oh,
you can't be in this world. There's too much noise in this world for you, Sue.
Damn.
You need to walk around with those noise canceling things in your ears 24/7. You can't. If a cat farts 3 miles away, you're like, what was that? What was that noise? I heard that.
Jacob, can you call your grandmother and tell her I'm on a live show? I'd appreciate that.
Oh.
So yeah, that's my mother beeping in, and I can't answer the phone right now.
Oh, I see.
See what? Wow.
She says the funniest stuff though. We were talking about this on last night's show about how, like with energies, how we get tongue tied and like our minds not catching up with our mouths and everything like that.
Yeah, it's like your brain and your mouth don't connect when you go through
The
this.
other day, I thought about this earlier and it cracked me up. I was laughing to myself, and I don't remember if you even realized you said this the other night.
What did I say?
Like, talking about the cat farting 3 miles away. You know what? You said something the other night about
farted 3 miles away.
No, listen.
Self-care, laughter. That's one of them. Go ahead.
You said something about I can't sleep. I can't sleep because I smell everything. You said.
Yeah, I can. I smell everything.
Yeah.
Which is ironic because I can't smell nothing. For some reason, I can only smell when I sleep.
See,
It's weird.
How does she telling me to all the time she can't smell a damn thing? But at nighttime in the bed, she goes, I can't sleep because I can smell everything. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. I kid you not. I am so whacked. Yeah, I never
How do
really
you
did.
smell everything? If you can't smell, but you can smell everything.
I wish I did. I just don't know.
It's
You know, it's
hilarious,
weird.
though.
I'll only do it when I sleep. It's the only time I can smell. I don't know why.
Wow, I don't know.
You know what it is I'll have the fan blowing on me. Okay,
Yeah.
the fan blows on me, and my
Ooh.
fan is always clean. Speaker fell over. And the fan is always clean. So, and what that's doing is because my window's open where my feet are. So the fan is blowing the pollen away. So when I'm in bed and the fan blowing directly on me, what happens is I can finally breathe because then my allergies aren't killing me unless something walks in front of the fan. I don't know.
How does that make the smelling work?
Okay, look, I am part Irish, all right?
You say some stuff that makes me go cross-eyed. You know, but then the sad part is it took me how long to figure that out? You said that. That's great.
Oh my God. Yeah, the whole thing, it's just hilarious. It really is. So, I'll tell you.
It's the things though that we do, though, guys.
It really is. So whether you guys are listening to this now or you're going to listen to it later, that's fine. So, you know, it's just about getting the information out there. And that's what it's about.
Yeah.
So
and this book is simply about helping you get to be the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. You know?
Guess what I just found out?
What?
Self-care is a buzzword.
What's up with bees and hornets with you lately? What do you mean?
It is. Self-care is a buzzword these days.
Yeah. You're true. It is.
It is. It's a buzzword.
But you know why? But technically, by now, sadly, though, it shouldn't even be the buzzword. But it's still a buzzword because people are still afraid to self-care.
So, for those that don't know what buzzword means, would you define that?
It's one of those words
Sorry.
Oh, so a buzzword is like, you know, when something new comes on the market or something new that's in style and everybody's talking about, hey, did you see that thing? Wow, did you hear about that thing called self-care? Yeah, I did, but I don't know about that. Hey, did you hear about that? But it's like one of those things where everybody hears about it, but nobody's tried it. Nobody's done it. Everyone's afraid to do it.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because sometimes it could be confusing. Because what happens is the media will confuse it rather than simplify it.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is our chances right now.
Done.
We are all in self-quarantine, pandemic quarantine status here, guys. The best time to self-care yourselves, to give yourself like a boot camp of self-care.
So buying a new pocketbook, is that self-care?
Yeah.
Is it?
It is. It is, actually.
How is, getting a mani-pedi or a new handbag actual self-care? And if not, what is? Simply put, self-care is an activity you do deliberately to take care of your mental, emotional, or physical health.
That's right.
That's what self-care is.
So if you're a shoe person,
Hey, Brenda.
so if you're like a shoe lady, a shoe girl, you
That's
know,
her.
right? And you're like, your thing is to go buy, beautiful new pair of shoes for, your collection, whatever. That when you go buy your pair of shoes, that it so fulfills you mentally, physically, emotionally.
She would need 5 walk-in closets for her shoes.
And Sue is the pocketbook girl.
Oh, no, I'm the crystal queen girl.
Right now, I created that monster. But she's the handbag girl. You would feel good going on a handbag search, physically, mentally,
Sometimes
emotionally.
I'm more, I like designing, creating, and I love the energy of crystals. I always have.
We're not talking about that part of
never
self
had
care
the
yet.
opportunity to get into it.
Yeah,
But now I do.
but we're not
yes,
there yet. We're not at
my
that
idea of
creative part.
self-care.
Yeah.
I went.
Do you
and
think that's self care?
Well, yeah, I do.
Right?
I do. But
So-
I did order new bras and underwears.
Is that self
And they
care?
match.
I-
I haven't
is that-
done that in years.
Is that
And I
self-care?
didn't do it because nobody's going to see it but me, but I did it because it makes me feel good.
Is that self care?
Aha.
Right?
Aha!
So, did the pandemic quarantine maybe click something?
Yes, that I deserve to pamper myself.
Right? We've got no excuses, right? We've pretty much ran out of all the outside excuses that we could possibly run out of.
I figure it this way. I'm kind of like tribute. I'm tribute to
I need to look respectable when you leave this house,
I
woman.
think we're number one, which is mermaids.
Yes, because we're the ocean over here.
Yeah,
by the
we're the
ocean water.
mermaids.
Mhm.
So we're mermaids. That's our district. We're the mermaid district. So
yep.
evidently we fish over here.
We do.
So
We do.
I'm tribute. So
Yes.
after being tribute for so long and doing this, doing that, doing this, doing
She
that,
needs to look
which I don't mind. No,
representable.
that's not it. I says, you know what? I didn't get matching bras and underwear. I don't know why I did it.
Yeah.
I just did it.
But that's
And
great.
there's going to be lace on my bras.
How freaking incredible is that?
I mean, for me, that's weird.
Like, that is.
I haven't done that since I was like younger.
Okay.
So younger. Okay, younger.
Isn't that freaking awesome, though?
And it's not for anybody. It's just
for
it's
you.
for me.
For you to feel good. Nobody's got to know what you got under your clothes, but you'll know that you got a little. Really
We'll see.
cute
Now they're going to
pair
be
of-
thinking, "What the hell is on?"
Well, they don't know what day of the week those are
I
for.
know.
But you'll feel
Hey,
good
Christina,
because
how
you'll
you
have
doing?
a matching bra and panty set underneath all that. You'll feel good. You'll feel confident with yourself.
I have no idea what. All right, how many times do I have to block you? I'm in the middle of a show.
That person's got to go.
Literally.
That feels great. You know what I did today? Thanks to you. And I bought new underwear and bras. I'm like, Well, I don't need to buy a couple new bras right now since thankfully you gave me a couple of new bras. Oh, that person needs
All
to go
right,
to-
this person is really getting on my nerves.
So I joined the Panty of the Month Club.
Okay.
I did.
See, I like to get it all done at once. And
I
be very
did.
happy with it.
I was just like,
Yeah. So
it's
what
a
have
nice
you guys,
little surprise.
literally, before we go any further, we want to know, you guys in the chat room there, okay? We want to know, what are you doing for yourself right now?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
things
I
you
know
doing?
that life is a little stressful, but you have to remember right now you need to do things for yourself. What do you
Brenda
like?
likes shotguns.
Well, I think you should get yourself
Go
one.
on, get yourself a new shotgun. Why
My
not?
mother just got rid of hers. This guy is really pissing me off.
There's not an option there at all, huh? Did you block on that
Okay. Let me get over here.
one?
Okay, because this is annoying as all hell.
But you know
This has
what?
been all day.
If your thing is guns, go out and go get yourself a cute little gun. Go get yourself a really awesome, like, semi-automatic rifle or whatever.
Right.
Go get yourself one if that's your thing.
I know
makes
that,
you
you
feel
know.
good. Go for it.
Go get a Smith & Wesson.
Go
Why not?
for it. Go
You
for
know,
it.
if your thing is shotguns, get one. If your thing is a bow and arrow, keep it away from Michelle.
Yeah.
This guy is really getting on my nerves.
Oh, wow.
It's nonstop.
It's been
And I
nonstop
can't
today.
block him because I can't find him.
That's horrible.
Yep.
So it's like, if that's your thing, do it. If your thing is nail polishes and like mani pedis, and that's like your thing, you always want your nails perfectly done and stuff. That's your thing. Don't feel guilty about that. That's your thing. Like,
Exactly.
that's you. Do it. Do it. You know how many girls, and I've seen this throughout my whole life, excuse me, get in relationships and men don't understand it, right? In the first place about the nails and stuff, right? So they shame, that a lot of times they shame girls out of, spending time doing their nails and getting their mani-pedis, right? A lot of times they shame their girlfriends and their wives and stuff out of, spending so much money on this and spending, like they shame them out of that enjoyment, right?
Right.
So that's one of those things that are like people give up when it's their actual thing that makes them feel really good about themselves. Do it. Don't let anybody shame you out of that. Other women will shame other women out of doing things like this.
See, yeah, that's the thing.
That's horrible.
You have to remember, we'll straighten your crown.
Yes.
That's who we are.
I hate to see that.
I mean, if we didn't prove that last night, literally, we still want Chris to get a laptop.
We do.
Yeah, a laptop.
But I mean,
or
come
desktop.
on, why would you do that? They will be like, I've seen it. I've seen sister-in-laws, like having that little bickering.
You know what
thing
it
back and
reminds me
forth,
of? High
like,
school.
It does.
It reminds me, oh my God,
yes.
look, I think you've gained 2.5 pounds.
Oh my
you're
God.
So fat.
Or how about this
And
one?
I'm like, yes, want to eat with me?
Right? You want to go out to eat tomorrow? We'll go for wiener whackers. How about that? Oh, one of those
Oh my
sister-in-law.
God.
Can you believe that my brother has to work 2 jobs?
Yes, I have a stalker all day. I'd love to block this individual who keeps calling me and that I don't even know, which, by the way, at my age of 54, is totally inappropriate. You asked to call. You don't call. Speaking of who this person is, who the frig are you? Who are
Is
you?
there a block on this? Hold on. Find a block.
Hold on, guys.
Block that. Hold on. We're going to figure this out right. There's got to be a block option on this right now.
All right.
Click that. Block.
Block. God.
Block on all of it. Click.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
We're blocking this person because he has not
Ah.
stopped bothering Sue all
All day.
day.
All
long.
day. Through every live
Yes.
I've tried to do, it's been nonstop. And I find it inappropriate, but that's me.
Block him. Block
All
him.
right. Now.
But don't feel bad about that. And don't let anybody take that away from you. Don't. If your thing
Oh, my God.
is like, this people that love cosplay, right? If dressing up for cosplay and going to do those things are your thing.
Yeah, that's like your self-care. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that.
So
Yes,
maybe
Christine, you do.
right.
You do need to make time for yourself. Everybody needs to make. Okay,
Yes.
so if you don't have the money to do something for yourself.
Do it little by little, piece by piece.
Literally.
$1 by $1, cent by cent. Whatever it takes. It doesn't have to happen all at once, but as long as you're working on that little bit of you and what you like. And I tell you, don't let nobody know, nor man, nor woman, nor beast,
That's exactly
nor
it.
nothing
'Cause-
take that away from you
Yep.
or stop that from you. I don't care what it is. If your thing is I want to have long armpit hair and dye it pink, and that's your thing,
Well, don't forget to braid it too.
do whatever
Yeah,
you want with it.
right.
Okay, even if you want dangly bells, I don't care. Okay, I'll even help you to braid it and add some sprinkles or glitter or whatever you want.
Here's the weird thing, guys.
Don't
She
let
would.
anybody shame
She
you
would.
out of that.
Yeah,
If
and
you
that's
like
the thing.
it,
Do what you want.
do it.
And here's the thing, guys. I love Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Yes,
Mhm.
I can buy cheaper coffee, but I'm not gonna. Okay, I'm not gonna.
She
I
likes Dunkin'
like
Donuts
my
coffee.
Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I don't care who has what to say.
Mhm.
Okay, I don't, because that's what I'm gonna buy. That's what I'm gonna drink.
That's what she likes.
End of story. I
Mhm.
even make extra and have iced coffee with it.
She doesn't have. Well, why do you like that? Let me answer you that.
Oh.
No, I'm just saying that. It's hypothetically. I would answer that, and let's see. First off, I'm going to answer in the first way. Mind your own business.
See,
And
with
the second
me, I
way-
would be because
And the
I
second way is
like it.
because I like
Get
it.
over it. I
Right.
like it. Get over it.
That's the second way. It's because I
Right.
like it. You don't have to like it. I like it. And if you're in a couple or in a relationship, if you like it and the other person doesn't, then you like it and
Buy
then
him a
the other
Keurig.
person doesn't.
For your pot, get him a
Mhm.
Keurig. Problem solved.
Because being in a relationship doesn't mean that you have to be twinsies on everything. You can have your likes and dislikes, and he can have his likes and dislikes, and vice versa. You guys don't have to be doing the same thing with each other 24/7, up each other's butts. You guys can have separate hobbies and interests and hopes and all these other different things, okay? So if you like it, it makes you feel good, no matter what anybody else thinks or how strange it may be to the universe. You like it, you do it.
Exactly. And see, self-care and magic. And there's a thing about it. Now, magic is it's like a perfect concept of actually self-care because it's about listening to what's inside you and the messages of the divine and nature have for you. Being in the moment is what we're talking about. Being in the moment in this way actually opens you up to an intimate world of information and support for your well-being. That's what we're talking about. Magic self-care makes an excellent partnership on the road to lead with balance and fulfilling your life. Now, in this chapter, this is the chapter we're talking about. This is the first chapter of the book. It will actually explore not only what self-care is, but it's also some damaging self-care stereotypes.
You might not even realize you're one of them, guys.
Exactly. This
And you're
will
damaging
also give you
yourself.
some background and some magical techniques that you will use to explore later in this chapter.
And no, I'm not going to ask you to grab Tinkerbell and
Tinky-dinky-dink.
you know,
I used to have a dinky dinky.
No.
I lost
none of that. Leave
Okay,
Tinker-
never mind. I got a jewelry mandrel. Tinky-dinky.
Leave Tinkerbell alone, okay? Leave the fairy dust alone. You know what I mean? We're going to work on other things that are very, very important about that.
Yeah, it really is. And let me tell you something. If your idea of waking up and it makes you feel good to have an Irish coffee, have a freaking Irish coffee.
Listen.
Okay.
Listen.
If
You
all you
only
have time
live
for
once
is a
today.
bath, and let me tell you, Michelle's an
this is
expert
good.
at this.
I love me a
If
bath.
all you have time for is a bath, okay, make sure your roommate's in bed so you can spend all night in there.
And I will. I will stay all
She
night.
will.
I will.
But she waits for me to go to bed. So
Mhm.
this way I don't get up and down and go to the bathroom.
Mhm.
But
But I
that's
will
it.
stay
She
in
will
there all night.
lounge. That's her thing. That's not
Mhm.
my thing.
Oh, I will. I'll
Yeah.
sleep in there. I'll be. If I didn't have to get out of that tub, I'd be in there for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, that's just not my
Mhm.
thing. I'm in, out, go.
Maybe
In,
it is.
out, go.
Maybe that is that mermaid
Yeah.
instinct little thing in there. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
and that's what it is. If all you have time for, because especially right now,
Mhm.
especially our healthcare workers, our people on the front lines, grocery store delivery drivers, you guys really need to pamper yourself right now.
Oh my God.
You really, really need to pamper yourself. And if pampering yourself is getting that special brand of coffee you like, do it.
Oh my
I
God.
know money is tight, but if you don't take care of yourself and
that's
do
your
something
thing.
for yourself,
Yes, if that's your special
do it.
thing, do it.
Okay?
Do it, guys. Listen, I love baths so much. I've been known to have supper in the tub.
Yeah, I won't bring you supper there.
I've had in the past.
I won't do it.
I've had meals in the tub numerous times. I've been in the tub. I've had meals. I've watched movies in the tub. I've listened to music in the tub. I have done.
You actually
all
did
kinds
a
of things.
show in the tub.
I've many shows in the tub. Actually,
Yeah, what
believe it or
was
not.
wrong that day?
I don't know, something was. I think one time I shot myself in the eye. One time it was the eye.
Yeah, you were doing it because that was the only room in the house you could get any quiet.
Right. I lived. My
It was
father was
hilarious.
around. Remember, my father lived there. My father lives there. Yeah. So, but
my God.
but hey, I don't care. So somebody, what the hell is she taking a bath for 3 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours?
Yeah, Joe's like, is she still in there? Is she still in there? So it gets to
Yeah.
the point, I have to knock on the door.
So knock on the door and come on in.
Yeah, but see, Joe won't. I will. I don't care. I
Joe
grew up with
has.
tons of
Joe has
sisters.
it in emergencies.
He
has.
has?
Yeah.
Then he treats you like an aunt.
Are you kidding me? I didn't-
Welcome to the family. You never get
God,
to go in the bathroom.
I'm in the
alone.
horror going, oh my God, he's got, let me, la, 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 la.
So,
Yeah.
no, what does he do? He
No.
sits there. He goes, "Twinkle, twinkle, little star, here I be. Oh, hope I don't miss." Sorry.
You know, but I mean, that's my thing. And nobody else has to like it.
Yeah. I it's not my thing. It's her thing.
Yeah.
She
It's
just
not right. It's not wrong.
no.
It's just what
it's
I
just
like.
her thing.
You know,
I will soak in a tub if my back
Mm-hmm.
hurts.
I've been known
That's it.
to literally my God, I can't even tell you. I've done work from a tub. I mean, I've done I've crocheted in the tub.
Yeah, see, I'm a shower girl. I
yeah.
literally turn the water on in the shower, do everything I got to do, and get out.
See, in Portugal, even there was no showers.
Oh.
It's all tubs.
Oh.
It's no showers. Showers are here. The only time you get a shower is if you go to the beach.
Huh?
There's outdoor type showers where the waters come down.
Do they shower naked outside?
Yeah, they do. It's waterfalls.
Nothing.
like little
What's
waterfalls.
covering you?
Nothing.
Ew.
There's nothing covering. If Mark hadn't packed my stuff away already, I could show you actual pictures. But it's like waterfalls that come from the mountains, fresh water, and that's what you stand out of, and you shower outside under that. There's no showers.
Things are so different over there.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
It's how it is, And if you want a bath in the house, you have to boil the water and fill the tub that way.
It's still old fashioned like that.
And
wow.
Or now you can buy like smaller like water tanks, but it's small water tanks, like literally this small. They put them in the house. Or you go to where the hot springs are and the hot water jacuzzis, and you sit in the hot jacuzzi outside.
Oh well, a hot jacuzzi, but I still have clothes on.
Yeah, some do, some don't.
If there were people in there with no clothes on, no, thank you.
Remember, this is Europe.
Okay, well, I still think that's gross.
This is Europe. This is definitely Europe.
Cross bacteria. No, thank you.
This is when you get to the beach and your aunt waves at you and she's naked from the top, so everything flaps and you think she's going to take off like a sailboard. Yep, boob and everything for late. You think she's going to take off like a sailboard. I'm telling you.
No, it's no.
Okay, all right. Hey, come on. Let's go swimming. Come here. Give me a hug and a kiss, you like.
Oh, no.
Trust me, you get over it real quick, though. And, and over there, nobody thinks twice about it. Kids running around playing. It's just how it is.
Do you know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. The goals of self-care. Do we know what the goals are? What are the goals of self-care?
What everybody's always saying and trying to drill into everybody's head. And everyone's always afraid to completely work on this 100%.
Okay. What is that?
My healthy mind, body, and spirit.
Huh. So, what's the point of all this?
The point is not just about giving yourself a break, but listening to yourself, identifying your needs and listening to yourself. Mm-hmm. So you're listening to what your mind, your body, and your spirit needs, okay?
Right.
Not just long-term needs, but immediate needs, like the needs you have at this moment.
Bingo.
Like I went through therapy for an entire year to learn how to be disabled. To learn to stop being like you'll never stop. Do you think you're bad? I was worse than you. I had to have therapy to stop. I take naps now. You know what how bad I would feel if I had taken a nap back in those days?
Yeah, but see,
I would be on the floor scrubbing my floors with a fucking a toothbrush, crying because I took a nap. And I missed this, and I had time to do that, and I didn't have time to do this, and I'd be up till 3 a.m. I mean, I would be nonstop.
But see, I'm just the type of person. I'm happy when I'm creating and doing things. It's just who I am.
Yeah.
That's my version of self-care.
Yeah, but I had to do that too. Like I had to listen to my needs. I had to take away my guilt of I shouldn't. I shouldn't. If I want to feel like I need to take a nap, and I take a nap, I shouldn't have to feel guilty. Why should I feel bad? What did I do wrong by taking a nap? I could have been out robbing banks. I could have been out stabbing old ladies. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing. How hard can it be to listen to yourself?
Kind of hard, right?
Actually, it's practically difficult, apparently. Because strategically, percentages of this population, difficulty sleeping, anxiety issues, depression, and ongoing feelings of failure. Taking care of yourself is more inputting food and making sure you have a roof over your head. It actually means treating yourself. Remember this, yourself with kindness. You extend to everyone around you. It means supporting yourself in a way that you support other people that you hold dear. That's very important.
And right.
Very important, guys.
We would do it for anybody else, but we won't do it for ourselves. Why not?
Exactly.
Wouldn't that be just so much easier if we would just take care of ourselves?
And here's the thing. Women in particular actually struggle with self-care issues. Although it's not women exclusive problem. Try to remember that.
It's all
women actually are socialized to care for people around them. by denying or minimizing their own needs. Now, this is how, like, I was raised. See, my mother went to work. I took care of my sisters. I was still in high school, did my homework. So that's the way I was raised. So it's go, 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 go. So those are the things that I do. So I do understand this. This actually leads to ensure in other words,
erasure of self-worth.
Yes,
and a
it
constant
does.
put off of rejuvenation.
Right.
And you don't address your own needs and you for your own support or nurturing. You don't.
Exactly.
It turns into anger.
And that's what you don't want. And that's what we don't want.
Anger
for you.
and resentment. You start having anger and resentment towards yourself even.
Yeah.
How do you
how many times it's like you're sitting there and bitching and everybody's like, what's the matter? Nothing. I'm just pissed off. Why are you pissed off? I'm just pissed off. And you don't have to explain because guess what? You're not mad at anybody. You're pissed off with yourself because you're not doing the one thing you need to do for yourself, which is what I am doing. People might not agree with some of my decisions, but I'm doing it because I need to.
And who cares if they don't like it? You like it.
Yeah.
That's it.
But that doesn't mean, of course, I'm not going to worry because that's who I am. Oh, look, there's a crack in my ceiling. Son of a bitch.
Oh, attention span of a freaking mosquito. I
no,
tell you
literally.
sometimes.
That is a big crack in my ceiling.
I don't know if that was there.
I hope the stuff upstairs don't fall on me. Oh, at least it's only going to fall at the foot of my bed.
Okay. Right? You're not going to be sleeping under it. So
change the subject.
Yeah. Self-care means considering yourself a worthwhile person and presenting yourself as valuable, capable, and deserving.
Bingo.
Okay? Not worthless if you don't do this, or lazy, or you know, you name it, like worthless for not doing certain things.
Exactly.
So, in other words, self-care seeks to readdress an imbalance that develops when you don't take proper care of yourself, whether by inattention or by choice.
That's right.
Because whether you do one way or another, it's going to come to a head, and you're going to feel like crap.
Right.
We all do.
Exactly. We do. I wish I should have done that. I should have done this. I should have done that.
Or I should have not done this, and I shouldn't have listened to this person, and I should have not gone on this, and I should have, like sometimes if we would just speak up and say our mind, just to put our own needs out there.
I think that's what it is. Michelle and I, of course, we were best friends, and now we're roommates, and then I have to go and I'm going to go live close to my mother. So we're going to be separating as far as roommates. But as we live together, we literally communicate. That's the big thing. We'll talk. She does things differently than I do.
And there's no right or wrong.
That's nothing to do with it. It's just as long as we communicate to share how we're feeling, things go fine. That's all it's about. That's what it's about.
We're not a bunch of baboons.
Oh my God, my dog thinks I'm nuts. So self-care also doesn't have to involve a big splashy undertaking.
Right. You don't have to rent a hotel with a giant jacuzzi. I mean, it could be a simple thing like soaking your feet after work in a lavender wash or something. Think, guys, think.
It's just actually is what it is. In fact, self-care actually works better if you do it in a regular small doses because it helps you keep you from recharging. Do you ever feel like you need to recharge your batteries? That's the way I put it. It's like, man, I just need that recharge of my batteries. Okay. And you need to, like Michelle, like we've talked about this on air before. When I need Michelle to focus and get some ideas on how to do something, I take her to the beach and put her feet in the sand because that's like plugging her in.
It really is.
That's plugging Michelle in.
Yeah, it really is. It truly is. That's where my energy source is.
Yeah.
There you go.
And see, with me, literally. And with me, I either need my audible books I play or music and some wire and crystals. And that's it. I'm like, hey, let me try this.
And voila. It's important though. It happens.
And sometimes it's just going to take photos just to be creative. And it's just doing what I enjoy right now. And that's the hardest part right now, because especially in the world and the way we are right now, it's especially everything that's going on, everything opening up, the stress of everything. We need to do the little things.
And it's like it says, regular small doses.
Right.
If you get into a simple habit of, say, when you come home at night from work, say you're on the front line, right? You're on your feet. You're hustling. Your
Oh,
feet. You're
heck
in those
yeah.
nursing shoes. You're in your shoes that's from the grocery store. You're working hard. Those boots. Those you're just you need to come home and like get comfortable, right? Buy yourself a comfy pair of slippers, right? Put them right in front of your outside door that you know, so that you know that you're gonna come home to. I'm gonna take off these shoes, and I'm gonna before I even walk through that door, I'm gonna have a transformation.
Well, see,
I'm
here's
gonna
the
put
thing.
my feet in these beautiful, comfortable slippers
But
and
that's
feel
the
like
problem.
a new person.
But that's the problem. Most nurses and doctors and people that are on the front lines actually strip at their front door before they go in the house.
Have
Because
those slippers
they
there.
have kids, they have husbands, they have wives, they have mothers, they have in-laws, they have all these people that they have to take care of.
That's right.
So, I mean, literally, these nurses are going to the front lines, doing all the things, and when they finally get a chance to come home, they have to literally strip everything off, not touch anybody or anything until they hit the showers.
Yeah. So think how good that feels to know
Yeah.
that you're gonna put on a comfy pair of slippers when you come home, right? How nice is that, right?
And that's what it is. What you want it to do is you want it to impact how you feel.
Mhm.
Like with Michelle, if she needs to get an idea, I know beach. That's where she gets her ideas.
Mhm.
If she needs space, she takes a bath or watches Disney movies. I don't ask. But if whatever she's watching, I'll usually create something ridiculous as I listen to it. So, but that's like her things, and she knows my things is to keep busy. I hate not being busy. It drives me batty to not be busy. But yet, sometimes I like to meditate and sit still. Tell me that isn't confusing, roommate.
She's a Gemini, guys. You know, she's all over the place.
But
though.
I'm not a true Gemini.
Yeah, so she's all over the place. So
Yeah,
there
I
you
am,
go.
and that's it. I'm not a true Gemini. I'm more on the cusp of many different things. So it has to do with my astrological chart. But I am the type of individual that likes. I've always been busy because I worked a full-time job. I raised 4 kids, and that was before Joseph was born. And I went to full-time college. I did all of those things.
A lot. There's
Yeah.
a lot to do. guys.
I did a lot.
And
And
I
on
bet
the
you did
weekends,
do a bit of self-care, right?
oh, of course I did. Actually, I would
Did?
pick up Lisa, and we would go to the sandbox with the kids, and we'd sit there and play in it. That was my idea of fun, because that's the awesome thing. I've always found the awesome thing about having children is you get to play.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
You do
and that's what it
release
is.
a lot of
I mean,
that.
to this day,
Yeah.
my daughter comes over all the time, and she's like, "Do you want to play Skippo? Do you want to play Uno?" Because we played a lot of cards. It's what we did.
Yeah, it's true.
So
It's
we
true.
hung out together. We did a lot of things.
So that's why self-care
Yeah.
works better if you do it in regular, small doses, guys.
Bingo.
You know, yeah, it's going to feel amazing if once every 6 months you go to the spa, right? Of course it's going to feel amazing, right?
Right, because it's once every 6 months.
But wouldn't it feel even better if, like, you were feeling great like that on a regular basis for doing a lot less, spending a lot less?
Yeah.
You know, that's a lot less stress on a regular basis that you and your body are going to be going through. It helps you from from reaching a level where you're like in desperate need of something big to make like an impact on how you feel, because now like just a small gesture just not going to cut it because you're like this.
Right. So if you do it in small doses all the time, you're actually better off. It's the same way of quitting smoking. You just don't crumble a pack and say you're done. You
No,
cut down in small doses. Okay. You say you smoke 10 cigarettes a day. Okay. I'm going to smoke 9.5. That's a small one.
Little
Just
by
that.
little by
And
little.
then you do that, and then you cut down, and then you cut down, and that's the way you do it. So in other words, what you're doing is you're taking something larger, and rather than panicking yourself with the situation, you're cutting down where it's more comfortable.
Yeah.
So you're going to say, well, it's not that I'm not smoking, I'm just cutting out a half a cigarette.
Yeah. And it's going to
You know?
seem like not much of a big deal in the end.
Exactly.
So it's like incremental self-care, and it's beneficial because small gestures don't take a lot of time. So it's a less of a sense of stealing time from other responsibilities. So those of you that feel the guilt about taking time from other things and replacing it with time for yourself,
Bingo.
that's a little trick to help alleviate some of your guilt, because you'll feel like you're not doing it, but you are really doing it and spending time for yourself. Because there's a lot of us that have that guilt, big time guilt on that one.
Yeah, and if you're doing it in small doses, it actually doesn't make you feel like you're being so selfish.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. When I was younger, okay, and I had the kids, I literally would have holy ass underwear. my kids would have a drawer full for a week and it's still, that's not enough.
Mhm.
I would never spend, and my mother was the same way.
Mhm.
But now it's at the point where it's like, okay, I'm getting older. Joseph's 17,
Mhm.
he's almost done with school. And so it's like, okay, there's certain things I need to make sure that I have
For you,
to make sure that
for you
I'm
now.
going to be okay.
For you
So
now.
I have actually finally come to that realization that it's okay to look out for myself. And that's the thing. It's okay to look out for me.
There's
what I
nothing
want,
wrong with that.
what I want to do. What do I enjoy? I enjoy making jewelry. I am having a blast with my new drill.
Mhm.
Okay, I enjoy those things. And also, we're going to start making resin items.
There's going to be so much that we're going to have time to do now. For
literally,
us.
and that's it. That's the crafts and the things we want to do
Yes.
and we want to get into.
Yes.
And we're going to put real crystals in it. And we're going to
Yes.
put energy. And it's going to be wonderful. And I enjoy doing this.
Mhm.
This show.
Mhm.
I enjoy this.
Yeah, and doesn't it feel like you're actually not feeling selfish?
I'm not.
You're not, right?
I don't feel
You're
selfish.
avoiding your sense of selfishness that sometimes,
Bingo.
I
And
feel
how
it
many
is.
people can say you're avoiding your sense of selfishness? I don't think it's selfish to take care of myself. Yes, I do take care of my mother. Yes, I do go out and do things for my mother.
Yes.
Okay, and I
yes.
do things for my aunt, and I take my
Mhm.
son places as well.
Of course.
And I will
which
pick
is
my daughter up and
not-
spend time with her.
not
That doesn't
abnormal.
mean that I don't take time for myself. My daughter will sleep over.
Yeah, of
And
course.
she knows if I'm in my room creating,
Mhm.
she'll wait for me to finish,
Mhm.
and then she'll ask me to play cards
Mhm.
because she knows I need that space.
And it's a good
And
change
there's
for your
nothing
mind
wrong
too.
with that.
Yeah, it is. So, and it's like the same thing. Like whatever our things are, whatever your hobbies are, shoot. You think there's people out there who like taxidermy. If taxidermy is your thing, do it. Don't hurt anybody's animals. Like if they're already dead and stuff. However taxidermists.
Roadkill.
Well, however taxidermists get their animals, But if whatever the heck it might be, no matter what it is, I've done some whacked out stuff. I mean, I enjoy doing some crazy stuff, and I've done things at all hours of the night, all hours of the day. And I've done things that most people would be way afraid to do, but I do it.
My husband, when he was alive, used to say, "Okay, what's your latest business adventure this week?" Because I've always had that business mindset where I've had to get busy, do something, get busy, do something, and it wasn't until I literally fell into radio that I've done this, and I've always been into crystals, but I've never figured out how to get into them further.
Put the two.
Until this one accidentally showed me something. So now the rest is her fault.
Nobody knew about it for a long time, but
and now I'm enjoying it. I love it. I love the creativity of saying, okay, I'm an empath, or this one's having an issue with depression. Okay, I've got these beads, I've got these crystals. Let's see if I can put something together.
Yeah, and
So
I think
to
she
me,
feels like
it's
she
just-
can help more people
Yes,
this way.
that's what it's about with me. And so I use my ability saying, okay, I know this is meant for someone, so I purchase it. I don't know what it's meant for.
I don't
It could
say
sit
yes
on my
or no.
shelf for like 4 months.
And I don't
I
honestly,
know
I
it's
don't
meant for
question. I don't
someone.
go, Sue,
You do sometimes.
but I don't go, who did you buy this for?
No, you're like, more? Well, yeah. But, and that's the thing today. I literally seen a crystal. I would never buy it. And it looked at me and it said, you have to buy me. Somebody needs me. I'm like, oh, shit.
And she buys it.
And I'll buy it.
I
And
mean,
don't
we
know
have
why.
enough crystals to open up 2 crystal stores here. That I will say to her, like, we do have a lot of stock.
Okay,
But
I literally
We do have a lot of stock.
I
We
have
do.
2 cases of just stuff for me to wrap that come up to here from the floor. Okay, so that's a lot.
You'd have to
And
wrap
then-
like 2 or 3 a
And
day.
then I have my entire shelf out there, and then I have my back stock over here. So yeah,
Yeah, we do. And then
yes,
you have more
it's
coming.
all
More-
Michelle's fault.
It's all my fault. It's always
I have
everything's my
no
fault.
problem sharing the blame.
It's
See,
my
I'm
fault.
not being selfish.
Selfishness is at the root of all self-care stereotypes, okay?
I am not selfish. Yeah, and that's exactly what it is, Megan. I feel better by helping others. And this is very important to me because no matter what I did for my husband, I couldn't help him. Liver cancer and the other things he was going through, it's very difficult to deal with. I could not help him. So I feel better helping as many other people as I can
Yeah.
because I couldn't help him. So I know what it feels like to be helpless. I know what it feels like to have kids in school call you crazy and then turn around and ask you questions, psychic questions or empathic questions. I know what that's like. I know what it's like to be the outcast. I mean, literally, I know all these things. So a lot of things that I've been through alone. And I don't want anybody else to go through that. And that's what it is.
That's
what this is all about. So this is my self-care.
That's right, guys.
Oh, but magic is self-care.
So that's why magical work is excellently poised to fight this feeling about the whole self-care stereotypes. Okay?
Yeah.
It generally works on an unseen inner level where others cannot judge.
Exactly.
No, can't judge.
Mm-hmm.
What witch do you know judges?
And that's what it is. True witchcraft is not about judgment.
Nope.
It's about healing.
Yep.
And that's the part people don't understand.
And you don't even judge the dark or the light.
Hereditary witch is a healer.
Right down to the basics.
That's it.
Mentally, physically, and spiritually.
Bingo.
That's how it is. That is what a true hereditary witch is about.
A witch is. A witch is a healer. A real witch. We're not talking evil spells. No, we're not talking
Walt Disney.
No,
the hills are alive with the spirits of evil Cruellas. Whatever the heck it is.
Oh my God, the evil koalas.
And you tell my kids have been grown a long time.
All right. So one of the main focuses actually in magic is healing. Mm-hmm. Healing of self, healing of the earth, healing of humanity and nature. Mm-hmm. In this sense of magic, self-care actually go hand in hand. Right. Self-care is a way to maintain your health, heal your spirit, and to maintain or optimize your emotional, mental, and physical health. Mm-hmm. Okay? Magic helps with self-empowerment and existing control over your life, encouraging and focusing yourself to be the best person you can be. These are all things that actually resonate well with the general goal of self-care. That's why self-care and a true witch and magic are actually the same thing. It's just what do you term as magic?
Right. Mm-hmm. That's a very loose term because the practice of magic seeks to establish or balance a connection between an individual and the environment.
Bingo.
If a spiritual aspect is added, then magic also seeks to balance or maintain the connection between the individual and the divine. It doesn't boot it out. Nope. It just balances it all of it together.
And that's all it is.
So what happens when you now add your own self-care of yourself to your life? Are you excluding other things? Or are you now balancing your whole life as a whole?
Learning to, and that's what it is. You're learning to balance yourself with your needs of others and your needs of self. Mm-hmm. You're learning the balance. You don't want the scales to tip.
No.
Okay? Because then that ship from the Goonies will take off through.
That's right.
Through and break down this big, beautiful cave wall, and the gold will be gone forever.
Yep, and it's right.
The Goonies was on the other day. I haven't seen it in a while. I'm like, it's Saturday. Let's watch that.
I love that movie too. You know?
Oh my God.
But it all comes down to, guys, like we were saying, the next part of this, and it's something you need to remember, is incremental self-care. Like we say all the time, baby steps. You know, we say baby steps.
What is incremental self-care?
It's small acts. And it's like an attitude change. You know how they say, like with diet changes, it's a change of lifestyle, right? It's a lifestyle change. Mm-hmm. It's what it becomes. They'll say that. Because people will say, go exercise and your depression will vanish, or
go do yoga.
Yeah. You'll
take up Tai Chi.
Yeah, you'll be a much better person if you do that. That's not how it is. You know?
It's not. It doesn't work that way.
It's because it's the person yourself. Mm-hmm. So using just one of the rituals or spells or practices in this book is not just going to solve your problem.
No,
because remember, it's about balancing.
Exactly.
Rounding everything out.
It's a lifestyle. Just like I said,
lifestyle change.
When we started this positivity all the time, it's a lifestyle. It's a way to live. If you truly live only in the positive, you will only attract positive. So if you're creating a balance, you will have the balance.
That's right. That's why it'll make, and it will make you feel a little better, and hopefully help you see that you are worthy of self-care and that you deserve to take the time and attention you need. Okay, you will make room in your life. Balance will come. You know, the force, balance of the force, you know, all that stuff.
Use the force, Luke.
Right? But it will. It's true, right? Even though it may not make your right. What were you?
Luke, I am your father.
Right?
Sorry.
It may not make you.
Sorry.
It may not make your fatigue vanish. You know what I mean? You're still gonna be tired, right? It's not gonna make you less tired. You're still gonna work that 40-hour-a-week job. You know, you still gotta do the grocery shopping. You still gotta do all that, right? But here's the most important other element to this thing. You now just added taking care of yourself, which is a valuable thing to your life. Okay. Now, like cleaning up your room won't take away your anxiety, right? But making the atmosphere healthier,
see, that's
and more
the
comfortable
thing
to be in.
And let me tell you something. This has got me curious. Now, me, if my house is a mess, I'm very chaotic. If my house is tidy and organized, I'm not so chaotic.
I don't know about that. I don't think so.
I don't think my house is organized. This is not clean to me.
No, I know, but you know what?
This is so not
when
straight.
the house is clean, you're more chaotic.
No, I'm not.
No, you and Joe both. I'm serious. You guys, when it's like this, you guys have this zone that you guys have created. I'm telling you.
No, it's the opposite.
I know. Honestly, I noticed
it's the
mother
opposite.
and son, both of you have the exact thing.
His room is clean.
Habit.
He's very calm lately. Anyways, let's see. Fighting stereotypes.
We want to talk why he's calm lately?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Fighting the stereotypes of self-care.
Which is a stereotype, believe it or not.
Stereotype.
Like I said, mom shaming and all that stuff.
Dart helmet.
Right.
I am your brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate. Lone Star. So what does that make us? Dark helmet. Absolutely nothing. I remember. I've seen that too. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
May the Schwartz be with you. Sorry, I've seen that too.
That's a good one.
Oh my God. Hello, Dada. So how do we fight the stereotypes of self-care? Now, this is the thing, the media. Your
Big
first
thing.
issue is actually the media. And here's the thing. I watch the news, but I don't really watch much TV. I do listen to books. I listen to my books so I can do my crafts at the same time. There's other things that I do. Now, the media will actually push self-care solutions in the form of spa days, retail therapy. Yeah, it's actually very frustrating because these solutions assume that you are of a certain class with certain options available to you. They assume that you have disposable income.
Mm-hmm.
They assume that you actively desire these things and deny yourself for some reason. They assume that you actually have the time to engage in these activities, even as a treat.
Mm-hmm.
That's the bad thing.
Bad.
Yes. Now, this media also assumes that engaging in these kinds of activities will fill up a gap in your life. We just have to remember, everybody is different. Okay, implying that you are somehow not normal if engaging in one doesn't fill your void in your heart. Take courage. The media's view of self-care does not have to align with your view of self-care.
Uh-huh.
And in fact, it's probably healthier if it doesn't.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Just because Facebook's got a cajillion ads that says toe fungus is the new cheese, okay, doesn't mean, right? Doesn't mean that when your man comes home from work, you start with the cheese grater at his toes.
Okay,
Okay?
no.
All right?
No,
Just because, well, use your common sense here, people, okay?
Nah.
Not a good idea, okay?
So, before we go on break, what is self-care guilt?
Self-care guilt?
Yeah.
It's self-care guilt.
What is that?
Oh my God, that if you take care of yourself, you are selfish.
Lazy.
Yes, you're lazy. You're letting everybody down. You're just. It's a whole. It really truly is a stereotype. Like you wouldn't believe. And all of us, I bet you 99.9% of us walk around with this stereotype and not even know that we're actually being stereotypical. Seriously. Because self-care guilt, right? Another stereotype of self-care is someone that's lazy, lounging on a sofa, eating chocolate, ignoring chores, the coronavirus, what we're doing. The stereotype is harmful in that it suggests taking a few minutes to yourself between tasks is letting an unspecified everyone down in some way. Okay, let me tell you something. We're both disabled women.
Yep.
We work, we stop, we take a break.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. Michelle has certain medical issues. I have a really bad back. So I'll get up, I'll do something, and I play these really stupid games. I'm not kidding. My idea of a break in the middle of cleaning is I have to sit and focus on a stupid game that literally you just click the button to do it because it doesn't take brain power.
But it works for
and
her.
that's it. I'll sit there
Mhm.
and I'll do that. And my son gave me this chair which hits my back the right way. So I'll sit here for a few minutes and I'm fine. I'll get up and I'll do some more.
Mhm.
And I go back and forth that way because it works for me.
Mhm.
I'm not going to, here you go, presto chango, everything is done.
Right? It's just, no, because we have our limitations. And
Exactly. Everybody does.
And we know that to take care of ourselves is to not hurt ourselves by pushing ourselves to that point that we are going to be hurting ourselves by doing that. So we are preserving ourselves and protecting our self-care by not barreling through a chore or whatever it is, doing it safely and mindfully so that we can do the chore successfully and safely and not hurt ourselves
exactly.
in the process. Guys.
So when we come back, we're going to be talking about releasing some of this guilt that you guys all have for self-care. Because I know when I was younger and my kids were all smaller, I had the guilt. Literally had the guilt for self-care. So, and then I just stopped for a while and became a lunatic. But that's another story. Just kidding. All right. We're going to be right back right after these messages, guys. So stay tuned. Be back. You don't want to miss a thing.
We don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this break.
I like this book.
It's a good book, actually. Is that Donna doing that?
Well, is that who?
Robert. What he said about you.
Oh my God. I'll go get my lasso. Sorry.
It's true. No readings tonight. Are the kids okay?
Yeah. Put it to your time. I took mine. I'm so excited about those cards. We should probably get those bags. If I can find her on tonight, I want to get those bags.
Yeah, the bags, yes. The cloths, people need cloths.
I would.
I mean, I wouldn't go crazy buying a lot of them, though. To be
No,
honest.
I mean, I would for me.
Just personally, when you take them out of the bag, you take them out of the bag. You know what I mean?
I like the
You
bags.
can have one or the other, though. You know what I'm saying?
I like the bags.
Someone like me needs a suitcase for my ties. You know what I'm saying? No.
Huh? Hello, guys. We are back. And don't forget to check out Susan Swanbeck, ATU Network. Pretty soon, ATUnetwork.net will have all of the crystals listed. The page won't be published, but you'll be able to purchase your crystals online. There will be specials on there. Some of them will be free shipping to USA, and some won't be. You'll be able to calculate your own shipping. So that should be done by the end of the month. If I can get it done sooner, I will let you guys know. But now we're back. Releasing guilt.
We're talking the Witch's Book of Self-Care today, guys.
Yep.
So in the second half of the show, this is definitely not going to be finished today.
Nope, this is going to be a series for the month.
Yes.
We're going to be going through this entire book because I do feel that this book is a very important and it's very therapeutic for everybody. So, excuse me. We're still on the first chapter, guys.
Yeah, there's a lot to this book. Very comprehensive.
Even though there's only 200 and something pages, in order for us to teach it and give you examples and help you with it, it's going to take a little bit more. So, and don't forget, if you have any questions, you can always email us at ATUnetwork@gmail.com. Okay?
And not to mention, if you also would like your copy of this PDF file of this book, it's the Witch's Book of Self-Care.
We can't give it away legally.
We can share the PDF file. It's a free file.
Okay.
Yeah. I can share this file with whoever and as many as I want. It's a free file. So if you just would like a copy of the book, please just message us at ATUnetwork@gmail.com and let us know that you would like a copy of today's book, which is the Witch's Book of Self-Care. And I'd be happy to share a copy of it with you. It's definitely more comprehensive than what we're going to have a chance to get into. But
it really is.
It's a complete complete right there for you guys. And it's something that's good to have handy because there's always going to be stuff that you're going to want to kind of reference to and go back to. And there's a lot of good ideas and things that you're just going to want to keep handy for knowledge to share with your girlfriends or coworkers or friends or, you know,
and
it's
there's
handy information.
definitely. There's certain stuff that I will purchase on my Kindle, but there are certain hardcovers I like to have available.
Yeah, this
for me.
is one of those. These are
So,
definitely one of those.
yeah.
And it's The Witch's Book of Self-Care by Aaron Murphy Hiscock.
Yep.
Okay?
So remember, so often actually we carry around our guilt and let it fester within us.
Mm-hmm.
This is not healthy, guys. It is not healthy at all. Releasing guilt can actually be very helpful in learning to prioritize your self-care.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this following information is a ritual. And again, we call it ritual because it's like a routine type thing. To let go of some of your guilt and allow yourself to feel the burden of it lifting away. Now,
Okay.
this is one example. I do have some others, so
Mhm.
I haven't read this part yet. So let's see what is involved.
I
in
mean,
this.
you can really make this as simple as what it is. You know, we can actually kind of just go by this real quick. But the basis of it is there's a little blurb in it, tells you what to say, but you can pretty much say what you need to say. You write what you want to write. But it's about pretty much writing what your guilt is on the paper and burning it away and releasing it to the universe.
Now,
So if you want to skim through the process, but
okay.
so you can make it as simple as you can make. You don't have to make it
You go
as
through the
complicated.
process, and I'll simplify it with the method that I use.
Well, because a lot of people, you know,
Right.
you can do, you know, grounding, you can do centering, you can cast a circle for this. Like you could really make this
very detailed.
right. You can, or you can make it as simple as writing it down on a piece of paper and having a candle and burning it. I release it to the universe.
Oh, yeah.
Whammy,
And
you
another
know?
way to actually do it is to write it on a piece of paper. And here's a really good trick, and it's kind of fun. Go someplace you've never been, write all of your things that you do want to get rid of on a piece of paper, fold it into a paper airplane, throw it. Wherever it lands, bury it, leave it there, and never go back. Because what it does is the earth will recycle it. That's a method that I use.
Mhm.
So there's many different methods to do it.
Yeah.
Or how many of you, okay, there's an example, teenager. This is what we're talking about. Realistically, I'm telling you, there probably isn't one teenage girl back when we were teenagers that did not do this. I'm going to find out if Michelle did. As a teenager, you had a boyfriend, you were in love with them, they hurt you. So what is the first thing you do? Burn their photo. You've never burnt the photo of an ex because they really hurt you.
Never.
I did.
Do you know what would happen if I ever burned a
Well,
picture
you're
of an
a
ex?
witch. I'm not a witch. I'm a Celtic.
Never. I've never
Yeah.
ripped a picture of an ex. I've never scratched. I'm not kidding. I've had a lot of exes in my day and bad breakups,
Yeah.
marriages. My marriage.
I have burnt
never.
the picture.
No, never,
Yeah.
never. To the point because of my hereditary witch status
Right.
stuff. My wedding photos I gave in a secure box.
Yeah, my daughter
casing.
has those.
I gave them
Yeah.
to secure to my mother, who has them securely locked somewhere away from everything.
Yeah.
Because
But see,
I'm not to
hereditary
hurt them.
witch and
Yeah.
somebody who was like me or Catholic, Christian, anybody.
mm,
I mean, that was just the thing when we were kids. But
Yeah,
I'm
no,
also
never.
11 years older than you.
yeah, no, never.
So,
never,
and
never,
I came from a
never.
different type of atmosphere.
Oh,
So
no,
those
no.
are things we actually did do.
Oh,
So
no,
literally,
no,
guys,
no.
you can make this extremely complex if you want. Literally, if you're Wiccan or
Mhm.
you are a witch, you can cast a circle.
Yeah,
If
I
you're
mean, you
Celtic,
can go
you
as
can bring all the
elaborate of a ritual as you want.
elements with you.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you are a Catholic or a Christian, have your candle and your cross with you. I mean,
Mhm.
have that as ask God to take this away, write it down,
Mhm.
send it up to him. Find a way to do this that
Mhm.
fits with you is
Yeah,
what we want
yeah.
you to do.
And the key is it's the releasing of it.
Right.
So if you got to do this 3, 4, 5, 6 times a week
Right.
to make you feel better at first, to get this going, to recognize that feeling of the release, then do it.
Now, here's the important thing. No matter what religion you are, what should you do with the ashes?
And there's a lot of talk on what you should do with the ashes.
Right.
But remember,
Which is why I use paper airplanes and let the earth recycle it.
okay,
Yes.
this is Witch's Book of Self-Care,
Right.
but this is not a spell.
No.
Okay,
Not a
That's
spell.
not a spell.
Difference.
Okay, So this is not a spell candle or spell ashes that you need to process in a certain way. And you could simply just let it burn away into ashes and just throw it all away.
Right, because it doesn't involve...
The paper is going to burn completely away. That's the part that counts.
Yeah.
That's the part that matters.
Yes,
the candle
and that's
doesn't
what
matter.
it is. It symbolizes handing your concerns, worries, the things you need to work on up to the universe, up to your divine energy, whatever your divine energy is.
That statement on that paper that counts, not the candle itself.
Right.
It's the paper that's released and gone. If you choose to burn that candle down to whatever, to nothing, go ahead. If you choose to burn it till the paper's already just burnt, that's fine too. You want to take a lighter and burn it? You want to light a match and torch it? However way you want to do it. It's burnt. That's it, done. But again, it doesn't follow witch protocols that you need to dispose of anything in any certain way. Okay? Not to worry about it. I want you guys to know that, okay? People see witch's book, they start thinking, oh
my God, they're going to teach me spells. No, not this book, but we will.
No. And though they say it's a ritual, Catholic masses are rituals too, right?
Yeah, it literally, it's sending up to your divine, what your divine is, whether it's God or Jesus or Buddha or Kuan Yin, or I'm sure there's a few others in there. Or,
what it's about,
or the gods or the goddesses, the sun, the moon, the earth, the eagles, whatever.
What it's about is about being mindful that you're actually doing something right there and then.
That's the important part.
That doesn't matter what it is. I mean, like we talked about earlier, whatever floats your boat, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to pray to Mickey Mouse, go ahead.
No, we don't like Mickey Mouse in this house.
Not us here, but you guys. If you guys want to do that thing, that's on you.
No.
That's on you, but that's your thing. That's your thing. Now we got the Rat Pack. We got to worry about.
We don't like the cousin rats.
So that's your thing. You do your thing.
Yeah.
That's how it is. That's how it rolls. Okay. And you like it.
That's right. Do your thing. If I want my hair purple, it's purple. If I want it to be gray, it's gray.
I like
if it's purple and gray, I'll do that too.
One day in my life, I would like for somebody to show me this unwritten rule book that exists.
What unwritten
of all
rule?
These things of the, how we were brought up, and all of a sudden our parents had all these rules for us, and you're not supposed to wear white after Labor Day, and you're not supposed to do this, and you're not.
Yo, you were Portuguese.
Yeah, we had even more rules. We had even more rules, right?
Yeah, I didn't have that issue. No.
But where are these rules come from? Who wrote these rules? Is it in the Constitution? Is it in the Bill of Rights? Where are these rules come from? Where are these written? My
grandmother didn't give me the secret rule book before she died.
No.
Grams, what is up with that?
Where's the rule book? Somebody needs to share this PDF with me because I want to know where this rule book is. Where are these rules written?
They didn't have a PDF back then.
Well, maybe that's what it is. Yeah. But there's got to be something.
I mean, I got my first computer when my kids were young.
Okay? I know the Egyptians said, so let it be written, so let it be done. But where they write it down? I want to know.
We can't translate the bird pictures.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yes.
We don't understand. Somebody tell me.
Yes.
Translate it to me. How come there's rules there that I've never seen, but yet I must live by? Who says I have to live by these rules? Is it President Trump?
So what do we do next for self-care?
Oh my God. Now this next up, we're going to go through it real quick. Okay. We're not going to go into detail of it because it's a whole concept in itself.
Okay.
This is high heat.
We're going to skim this.
Yeah. This is a whole subject in itself. This is a whole show matter in itself that I actually brought to you one time and you were like, what is this?
So we're going to skim this section.
Yeah, because it's high heat. It's a very important thing. It's a whole subject in itself, but it's a really it's a part of the book too that is a really good subject too. So again, it's something that says it's a witch's care, right?
Right.
But it's not in any way, shape, or form attached to any religious or spiritual aspect. Okay, it's a Danish ritual.
So basically, it's just being authentic with yourself.
It's the Danish are being authentic with the way they live,
right?
And that's what the Hygge is.
Right.
So that's what this chapter that we just skipped is about. So we're not going to go into the detail of it,
right?
But it's in the PDF, guys. It's in the book.
It's in the book.
So you can go in and you can check it out. But it's a way that the Danes cope with emotionally, spiritually, with long, cold, dark winters.
Right.
Like being like we are right now, but they're in the long, cold, dark winters. So this is how they would cope with things like that. So with not religious or spiritual.
So is that connected to the importance of being authentic?
Yes, it is.
They are connected.
That absolutely is connected.
Hmm.
Okay? Because every moment can be special because it's yours, but it's because you've recognized it as such, because it's authentically recognized as such. It's authentic to you.
That's right.
So what matters to you.
So
it doesn't have to make sense to any other person.
So basically it's figuring out who you are, accepting yourself, and being true to yourself.
Allow yourself the permission to have those moments and to enjoy the moments, acknowledge the moments, whether they're good or bad.
Right.
You know, because we're all going to have fails along the line of self-care.
Oh, yeah.
Totally. Right?
Especially those that have cut their own hair, which have done several
Yeah,
times.
messed up face masks, maybe shaved our legs raw.
Can't peel it off.
You know, all kinds of, don'ts, do not. So how
Donuts?
Don't.
I don't want donuts.
Donut. How do you say do nots? Donuts?
Don'ts.
Don'ts. Okay.
Don'ts.
So those like that.
I love her accent. Donuts? I don't want donuts. It's not breakfast.
It's not going to be
Maybe Robert wants a donut. It's his breakfast time.
It's true.
We'll give Robert the donuts.
But it's about figuring out who you are.
Exactly.
That's about it. Accepting yourself and being true to yourself.
Exactly.
So that's about it. And it's not easy.
No, it might sound easy, but it's not. It really isn't. And that's the most difficult part.
Yeah.
Because everybody puts on this facade thing that they think the world should see. I think somebody wants to see me like this. I think somebody wants to see me like that.
Yeah. Well, I've already made this representation of myself, so I have to keep up this.
Right. So everybody expects this of me.
No.
Just like you guys expect me to be serious, and I'm not.
You know, she's a loony bird just like the rest of us, guys.
Yeah.
Welcome. We're all loony birds.
You guys got no clue.
Yep.
What's up, Doc?
The warden has taken over the prison, ladies.
And Notice is barking at the door.
Self-care is hard because it means facing things that you rather pretend, you rather just pretend they're not there.
It's Joseph. He lives here.
Stop. Maybe.
Funny.
Self-examination's like really hard. It's uncomfortable. It's like learning things about yourself that you don't want to face sometimes.
That's the hardest things. A lot of individuals, they don't want to be realistic about who they truly are. Okay? Who you are on the inside. We're not talking about who you are on the outside because yes, you have to take care of your outside as well, but you need to be mindful of who you are and how you react. Me, I got a short fuse sometimes. I am the type of individual when my phone rings nonstop, boom, there goes my tempo. Okay? Because it's nonstop and I'm trying to do things and it's like, and you guys seen that earlier in the show. And now I'm not like that at all. Problem solved, blocked. It only took me all day to.
No, but this does, it requires a level of honesty.
It really does. And that's it. I know I
handle.
don't like to be bugged all day long.
I tell you, if you gave people a choice of two things, one is to, like, say they had two boot camps. One boot camp was this boot camp for this book, and one boot camp was the Navy SEALs boot camp. Okay? But they had a choice, right? One boot camp or the other. What boot camp do you think that people would choose?
Okay, do you know how hard it is to be a Navy SEAL?
Do you know how hard it is to face this book?
I've already done it.
Most people, Sue.
Yeah.
Most people to face this book from beginning to end.
Worst nightmare.
Yes, but we're talking most people who don't face the truth about themselves, who do have a hard time putting themselves first, who don't want to face the truth of self-care.
Yeah, you know what?
It's like, okay, when you take care of other people, you get to know who the other people are in order to find out what their needs are, right?
Exactly. That's why you need to take care of yourself.
To get to know what your needs are so you can take care of your needs.
Me, I'm not skinny. I'm not 105.
You're not!
5. I don't care.
Where's my supermodel best friend?
Chins, but you know what? Sorry, I'm not a salad-eating type of girl. You want to take me out? Don't even bother going to a place where I can only have salad.
Let's go and get some meat.
I do like antipastos, but that's besides the point.
That's because they put meat in it.
Yeah, well.
We're not stupid.
Anyways.
Damn it.
So that's what it is.
Some meat in that salad.
The thing I like about this is it gives an example of an affirmation. Now, affirmations is something that we talk about when we talk about chakras. And again, and it is a really easy affirmation. I honor my true self. And it's something that you want to say. And what you want to do is you want to look in the mirror and you want to clearly, literally, I'm going to look at myself on camera and I'm going to say, I honor myself. I honor myself. And I'm going to keep saying it until I believe that I am honoring who I am and who I want to be.
But you got to be honest with yourself.
Yes.
If every Wednesday you have a person that calls you up every Wednesday and invites you to go out for breakfast with them, and every freaking Wednesday you curse the day that you were born, you get that invitation, you hate going, you hate that person, you dread it every Wednesday. But every Wednesday you pick up the phone, and every Wednesday you go and you accept it and you go do that. But yet you curse the day you were born every single Wednesday. But why? Because you don't want to offend the person, right? You're putting the other needs of the other person
Is this
first.
an example for you? Because I don't see you.
It's an example.
Oh, good, because it was a good one. Because I don't see you leaving the house on Wednesday. I'm saying,
no.
shh, I get up before her, so how is she going out for breakfast?
I'm not going nowhere on
And this
Wednesday.
is what I'm thinking to myself.
No. Once upon a times, maybe. But I mean, think about it though, right?
Most of us, yes. Most
But
of
why?
us, Becky,
You really
are
want to
real.
stay in bed that Wednesday morning, right? You want to
Yeah.
stay in bed so bad it's your day off. That one day of the week that you get to stay in bed. You don't care if you have nothing but a freaking rusty cracker for breakfast and a cup of coffee. But you're home that day. You get to stay in your pajamas till 3 o'clock in the afternoon because it's your day off. You hate the life that you have to get up in the morning and go have this horrible meal with this person every Wednesday because it's your day off. You don't like it. You dread. But why do you say yes every Wednesday?
Because some people, I don't know. I honestly, I don't know.
Because they feel bad. They don't want to offend the person.
Right.
They don't want to make the person feel like that they don't like them. They put the needs of the other person first.
And I think that's
Instead of saying, I'm sorry, but it's my one and only day off. I have things to do on my day off. I have plans of my own. However way you want to explain it.
right.
And don't have to lie. Or you could just be just as vague. I have other plans. I have other plans. You have other plans. You don't have to accept it if you really don't want to put yourself in that negative state every single freaking week.
And that's what it is.
And it puts you in a negative state of mind, right?
All of us have weaknesses. We all have weaknesses, okay?
But I'm
No
not
matter-
going anywhere on Wednesdays that you don't know about.
I was thinking to myself, how the heck is she getting out of the house if she doesn't leave her room?
I'm climbing now. I'm climbing
And
by
we're on a
rope.
third floor and there's no rope over there, so I don't know. The logistics of it just confused me a bit. But that's the thing. We all have weaknesses. I know that. I know what some of my weaknesses are. I know what they are.
But that's part of, we got to know
Okay.
them.
The thing is, I don't like not being there for people, but
but
I don't like constantly have to do something. So
Mhm.
I'm like, hello,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
what it is. But I know that's me, and I know that's part of my issue.
Mhm.
So I just kind of go with the flow with days I do and days I don't.
Yeah.
And people around me know that that's the way that I'm like.
Yeah, but again, because you've learned about the self-care issue.
Well, yeah.
Well,
it took a
we're
while.
teaching about self-care because a lot of people think that self-care just equals selfish.
No, it
Self-care
doesn't.
equals selfish. No. Self-care is the furthest thing from selfish as possible. Okay? As possible.
Yes.
You know,
And that's it. You're not being selfish if you need to have some time to do something yourself. I think
Mhm.
young mothers are the
that's
my
the
God.
worst.
Young mothers and from past experience, I think they have it the hardest because they're young moms, they're getting used to what to doing, and actually taking that time for yourself is one of the hardest things in the world to do.
God.
That's where the guilt comes in. And I understand
Mom
that.
shame. They get mom shame
Yeah,
now.
exactly. And then there's grandma
Wow.
shame. I have
Yeah.
grandma shame, but that's me. I have this because I know that I can't go there right now because it's not safe. So
Oh no, but you know what mom shaming is?
no.
Mom shaming is a real thing. So mom shaming is when other mothers make fun of other mothers. That's what mom shaming is.
Oh, well, I'm talking about the self-guilt you give yourself.
Yeah, your own grandma
I'm not
guilt.
talking about what anybody else thinks.
No, but that's a real thing now.
Right.
Like bullying?
wow.
It's a form of bullying now,
It's
mom
ridiculous.
shaming. So you're talking about young mothers. So now
Right.
other young mothers are bullying other young mothers
It's
about not being
ridiculous.
perfect young mothers.
There's no such thing as perfect.
but they think they're perfect young mothers bullying other mothers into being perfect young mothers.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what the mom shaming is. But now that's created other stigmas, like not only mom shaming, but there's like what else? There's like other shames, like you're shaming other people, like all kinds of other shaming created, but it's forms of bullying.
Yeah, but see, to me, from like the degree in psychology, to me, they're bullying because they don't want to look at themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to look at their own self-worth, self-guilt. And that's why a lot of individuals will bully, because it's what they're going through. So they don't want to feel bad.
But it's
so
an
they want to
opposite,
drag
yeah.
someone else down to
This
feel
is
bad.
an opposite strategy
Right.
of the normal format of bullying.
So weird.
Now it's the bullying in the other format of not being good enough. It's not that now we know I'm good enough and you're not good enough. No, it's about I'm good enough and you're not good. You know what I'm saying? It's the complete opposite.
Yeah, it's weird. I think everybody is good. I think that there's
Everybody's
a lot
different.
of pure, and that's what it is. Everybody's version of self-care is not going to be the same.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to have the same path because you're all individual people.
Yeah.
It's like balance what you feel or what you need against your actions. And that's what it is. You don't want to tip the scale. You want that balance. Okay.
Yep.
That's what you need. Making value-based choices will be healthier in the long run than making choices based on convenience or popularity or popular opinion.
Exactly.
Okay. And you want to advocate for yourself, your needs and your wants. That's the other thing you need to do. There's nothing wrong with that.
So it's okay to say, I'm sorry, I can't do that Wednesday.
Right.
But I can do that for you on Thursday.
Right.
Or I'm sorry, but I have a day off on Tuesday this week. So I can't do it this week, but I can do it for you next Monday.
Right. It's
like
compromising
it's okay to
your
say that,
needs with what you want to do.
adjust your schedule.
That's right. And don't let yourself actually be driven into approval or by likes of others. Approval is actually a powerful drug.
Yes, it
and
is.
we've talked about this on here before.
Mhm.
But being happy with your value-based choices is actually healthier for your spirit and sense of self. Now, we've talked about this. People talk about, oh my God, you don't have that many views. That's not about that.
Nope.
Okay? It's not.
We've been there, done
we're
that.
here and we help one individual feel better, I've done my job for that show. It's not about the masses.
Nope.
It's about individuals' spirits. That's what it's about.
Yes.
And that's what we're talking about.
We've been there,
right
guys.
here.
We have been there. We've been there. We've been media babes, guys. We've been there, done that.
Yeah.
And it comes down to the fact of that we want to help, what we say real recognizes real.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not about the numbers. It's not
No.
about the masses and who we reach and all. It's about who is affected.
That's what
It's
it's
about. That's what it is. It's about
It truly
effect,
is, guys.
our effect and its effect. Okay.
Right.
Affecting, if that makes sense.
It's who we're helping.
What do I confuse the heck out of for people, huh?
Sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah, but I'm used to it. I translate.
Effect with the effect of the effect.
So in other words,
Damn
it's about how we're helping
It's
individuals.
Michelle's.
Okay. Now, where are we going here?
Don't let me catch you guys doing this to another person.
Doing what?
Like if another mom is telling you, well, I find a babysitter on Tuesday morning because it makes me feel so good to make it to that 7 a.m. yoga class so I can go to the smoothie bar with my friends from high school after class on Tuesdays because it makes me feel really good
And
for
their
myself.
names are Mo, Larry, and Curly.
Right. But don't let me catch your friends, your other friends that don't want to do that, talking crap about you getting up to do that because it feels good for you.
Exactly.
It doesn't feel good to them because it's not their thing. Well, that's too bad for them. They need to find out what makes them feel good for them. But that makes you feel good. They should be happy that makes you feel good.
And that's what it is. You guys need to be authentic to yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
See, my idea of being authentic is different from hers.
Mm-hmm.
It's different from yours. And it's a different from your next door neighbor or your child's. Your
Absolutely.
idea of authenticity is always different from somebody else's
Mm-hmm.
because we're all individuals.
That's right.
That's the biggest part. We don't want a world that's actually full up of like
Carbon
everybody's the
copies.
same. We'd be boring.
Aye.
It's all about what is good for you. What is your authentic, true self?
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
So if your boundaries are not here because another person's are there, that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's okay. Your boundaries can be way back here because it's your boundaries.
Exactly.
Again, you show me this rule book that says where it has to be. Somebody show me this rule book. I love to see this rule book.
Oh my God.
I've been getting schooled on this rule book my whole
used
life.
to say, "Oh yeah, don't wear white after Labor Day."
Oh,
I never
Lord, right?
understood that. Never.
I would like
Have
to
I
know where
ever
that rule
understood
came
that?
from.
I don't know. I don't understand why you couldn't wear white after Labor Day.
I mean, what if
Although
we live in New
I didn't wear
England?
night white that much, but
I mean, think about it. We live in
That's
New
so
England.
weird.
Our weather changes. Here we are. We can be in February. We can have
Right.
summer. We can have winter. We can have spring. We can have fall all in 1 week. Okay, in
Exactly.
February. So why would you tell somebody you can't wear white after Labor Day
I don't know.
when you could have a beautiful summer day and have a nice perfect day to wear a beautiful dress that could really look nice with a pair of white sandals, for instance,
or to wear jeans.
right?
'Cause that's
But you can't.
who I am.
But you can't do it because you're not supposed to. But who said?
Yeah. No, you got to wear a dress to this. You got to wear a dress to that.
Did I miss that article of Vogue magazine?
I am so not wearing a dress. Sorry. It's not me. It's not authentically who I am.
What month of Cosmopolitan did that come out in?
That I have to wear a dress?
Yeah.
Oh, your wedding.
That was the month of Cosmopolitan that
Yes.
came in. Well, you can forget about
I
that.
actually had to go out and buy a skirt.
That was 3 years ago, darling. You can give that up already by
Yeah,
now.
I still have the skirt. I think
Right.
I've never worn it again.
It was so 3 years ago.
I'm not one of those. I mean, yes, I can be very feminine, sort of.
But it's your
But
level
that's
of
my
feminine.
level of feminine. That doesn't involve wearing dresses all the time or wearing
Mhm.
skirts or putting on makeup all the time. I don't wear makeup, guys. This is just me.
Can she? She can.
Yeah, I can put it on. I've taught her. Yes, I can. So if I want,
Does she? If she wants to.
if I feel like it, yeah. So it's not my thing all
When
the time.
does she? When she likes to.
You get that little head turn.
Why you ask? Is it any of your business? I'm just kidding. But
No, and
it's her level of
sometimes,
comfort.
yeah, and that's what it is. Sometimes I'll go in the kitchen. I'll say, you know what? I think I want to do my eyes today, and I'll come over and she goes, you put. And she was shocked the first time she seen me with makeup on.
But I get so happy when she does these things for herself. She buys
It's
herself
all-
new clothes and buys herself new things. Like, come on, why would I say, Sue? That's just so not self-care. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, your eyes aren't done.
Like,
No
I want
kidding.
her to feel good about herself, right?
But
That's
I
what
do,
it's all
right,
about.
right, just like this, I feel good.
And it's about her
You know,
self-care.
tattoo showing, self-care, large Swedish arms. Whoa!
That's right, man. I need her
That's
to
who I
open the
am.
jars of peanut butter around here.
Yeah, if you can get any peanut butter after
I
it's
can't
open.
even get even
Oh
to the
my
jar
God,
of peanut
you're
butter
lucky
around
neither
here.
one of us can get
You
peanut
know?
butter. But self-care, guys, it's literally just about being you. It's
Mhm.
literally, it's about being openly authentic, and it can actually be intimidating to be your true self. And
That's why I say,
that's what happens if you think back. A
Mhm.
lot of these things actually happen if you think back to high school. You were
Mhm.
afraid to do this. You were afraid to do that. Those that did follow the crowd. I never followed the crowd. You have to remember, I literally got a ride home in Harley. I was the only one that did. I never followed the crowd.
oh, man.
It's never been who I am. I've always been an individual.
Mhm.
There were certain aspects of myself, yes.
Mhm.
They'd come up to me. It's like, okay, you want something from me. I already know.
Mhm.
You know, so it's like, if you're only going to talk to me when you want a reading or you want an answer for something, don't bother. I'm sorry.
But
you know,
being authentic is it's intimidating.
Literally, it's just being who you are and being comfortable with you.
Mhm.
It's not about being mean or being aggressive towards anybody or anything. It's literally about taking care of yourself and being who you body, mind, and spirit.
Mhm.
Taking care of all your aspects of yourself.
That's why I say
Now-
most people wouldn't go to a boot camp of this book.
Yeah.
They'd go to a boot camp with the Navy
Because
SEALs first.
It's really difficult, and that's the thing. The masses, from what we can remember, actually try to produce fear. Okay? What they'll do is they'll produce fear-based response.
That's how they
And
move,
that's
the
why-
motion of the ocean. That's how it
Exactly.
goes.
And
by
that's
fear.
why a lot of individuals will follow a crowd.
Yeah.
Or follow a way of doing things.
Like that fight or flight response.
Exactly.
Yep. You're going to get part of the crowd that's
Okay.
going to fight, and the other part that's going to be in flight. And there's always more people in flight than there are in the fight.
There's
So
a lot of
that's-
it.
Yes.
There's fear of rejection, fear of loneliness, fear of failure, fear of missing out, fear of anxiety, a sense of not being in control. Everybody that remembers, I did have a control issue at one time. It was something I have worked through. Do you notice that she's picking a lot of the shows now? Do you see me controlling that? I did it.
You did it. You did it.
I did. And that was the thing. I know that I can't handle everything by myself. It's impossible. Okay. You have to remember, think of it this way. Even the president, how many advisors does the president actually have? Is he physically doing it by himself?
No.
Or does he have all these advisors?
All
Okay,
those advisors.
now a doctor-
All those committees.
A doctor will go in and do an operation. Well, he has to have an anesthesiologist. He has to have a nurse. He has to have, he has to have the records of what's going on. He might have to have an assistant. Okay, he's got to have somebody handling the oxygen. So you see what I'm saying? There's always somebody behind someone else.
Yeah.
And that was the piece I needed to learn, that it's okay.
There's
to let
moving
go a
parts,
little,
guys.
literally. And
Always
that's what
moving
it's about.
parts to it.
So it took me a while to actually learn something like that.
Mhm.
So it is what it is. Remember, it's one to remember, though, living authentically will actually build your sense of confidence, your strength, which will show your personal energy.
Yeah, it'll definitely show in your own personal energy. You'll feel it within yourself.
Yep.
I mean, it will make a significant impact.
Yep.
I promise you that, guys. I promise you that.
Yeah.
And no one's going to think you're evil for being selfish or,
It's not. And I'll tell you one thing from personal experience, examining yourself and who you truly are
Mhm.
and literally forgiving yourself is one of the hardest things to do.
Absolutely.
I know
it is.
because I've lived through it and I've done it, and it's very, very hard to do.
Mhm.
To look yourself in the mirror and admit your faults and your guilts and the things you've done wrong.
That's right.
But I'm at the point right now where even I tell my kids, I can't go back in time. There's nothing, I cannot go back in time. I cannot change anything that has happened. All I can do is move forward and be a more authentic, better person than I was back then. And that's what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
literally,
exactly what it's about.
it's just forgiving your own guilt.
That's right.
Yep.
Gotta release that guilt, guys.
Yeah.
Release that guilt. Again, once you throw out the trash, where are you going to go back to the city dump and find that trash bag and bring it back home?
So we have the
No.
next section. We're still in the first chapter here.
That's right, guys. This book
And,
is pretty
Yeah,
epic.
we're going to try to finish this first chapter in the next 14 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Now, this is called Magical Techniques of Self-Care. Okay.
That's right.
I want you to take the term a little lightly. It's actually a variety of different techniques used to practice it in the idea of self-care is what we're telling you about. Most of them are actually easy, accessible, and ask for like minor purchases of
Yeah,
herbs. But
some
you
of them,
don't
minor things.
have to. You can actually alter
Mhm.
what it is that you're doing. Most herbs you can actually already have in your cabinet.
Most of
Okay,
them are kitchen
literally.
herbs. Yeah.
And a real easy one to do that I want to talk about right now is creative visualization.
Mm-hmm. We've done shows on this, guys, many times. Creative visualization, very important for you and your children to learn.
Yes, it
The
is.
younger, the better.
That's where a lot of good author stories come from. They
Mhm.
actually create, especially those that don't write anything true to life, because they're creating this fantasy realm. And how are they doing that? Through creative
That's
visualization.
right.
Yep, that's right. And a lot of us, remember, we're called out, you're daydreaming.
Oh, what a
And we used to get in
daydreamer.
trouble. Guess
Stop
what?
daydreaming.
Daydream. It's actually good. Oh, you
Mhm.
have an overactive imagination as a child. I was accused of that. Creative visualization is a technique uses your power of imagination, concentration to recreate an image of the reality you've worked for. And that's what it is. You are creating your own reality. I am creating this. You're going to picture it. You're going to create it. But not only are you going to create it, you're going to feel it.
Yeah.
You're going to visualize it.
It's
you're
more
going to smell it.
focused, yes.
You're going to taste it like you're living it right then and there. That's
right.
creatively visualizing everything that you need. And there goes Otis whining.
Okay.
Yeah. So creative visualization also works in a negative way. That's what you have to remember. This is why you need to catch yourself in the act. If your mind goes off on a tangent, imagining something terrible, you don't want to give a negative outcome any more power or fuel than you've already processed. So you want to pull your mind back. And that's why creative visualization, you try to stick with just the positive. Any negatives, you just want to boot them.
That's
Bring
right.
in more positive.
Let it go. Let it
Bring
go.
in more positive. Put more color in there. if
Only
you have
positive.
To. That's right.
Only positive in your visualization.
Okay. Now we're going to go into meditation.
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 Hamana. That could be a lot of different ways.
Yes.
Lots of styles of meditation, guys. So if one style doesn't work for you, keep trying.
Keep trying. There's many different styles. There's meditating to music. There is literally just focusing on a dot. There's focusing on a candle flame. There is a form of meditation that's close to divination where you're staring literally into a crystal or into a black mirror. And what you're doing is you're only giving your mind time to relax. There's creative visualization. There's also at meditation. There's also guided meditation. There's unguided meditation. It's not about what you do or how long you can do it in order to proceed to high divine. It's just keep doing it to give your time give your mind
A chance,
that time to relax.
Give it a break. Give it a break.
Relax.
Give that chance for it to have a break, you know?
Just.
And if you're on the astral plane, say hi while you're up
Yeah.
there. Say hi. Hello.
Okay, then we're going to go into some breathing exercises.
Big one, guys.
Yeah.
That's a good one to have right
and
on
that's
hand.
what it is. We've talked about this before. Remember when I would take you guys on a meditation and I tell you the only thing I want you to focus on is your breath. I want you to visualize your breath. How do you breathe? Do you breathe up and down? Do you breathe in and out? You're visualizing your breath. So you're giving your mind a break by actually focusing on that. So what you're doing is you're actually controlling your breathing and you're controlling the rhythm of your breathing. So you're allowing yourself that break.
That's right.
Okay. So in other words, you're slowing down. So if you have your eyes closed and you are breathing, do you inhale through your mouth, through your nose? When you're breathing out, does your stomach go out, in? Does your chest go up, down? That's all you focus on.
That's it.
It's just your breath. That's it. And it's so simple to do. And believe it or not, that's a form of meditation.
Yeah. So
Now
sometimes that's the only style that some people can get away with doing. Then that's the only style.
That's it.
That's it.
And now Michelle is going to take it away.
Yeah. So there's now herbal magic too, which is another one too. Then there's the difference too between herbal magic and herbalism. Herbalism works on a medicinal level. Magic works with the energies of the plants. Okay. The two doesn't necessarily mean they're the same. Okay. So there's also, you're going to find some tea recipes in this book as well. That incorporate both herbal magic and herbalism, okay?
Right.
But however, mainly though, they do use the flowers, the shrubs, the herbs, the tree, all of it supports self-care magically as opposed to medicinally.
Right.
So they do both, okay? So the herbal magic can be used in aromatherapy, incense, oils, potpourri, sachets, powders, charms, and as a supportive magical technique for other kinds of magic.
Yeah, like talismans. Like certain individuals, like me. Okay, to me, this jade piece here that I wear all the time is a talisman to me because it does what it needs to do for me.
That's
so
right.
this is my talisman. I can go a day without these. I can't go anywhere without jade on me, ever.
So she already knows that. So that's part of her.
That's my self-care.
Yes, that's her part of it.
Yeah.
So herbal magic is part of it. Some people really need that aromatherapy part of the herbal magic.
Yes, they
They
do.
need those lavender herbs. They need the sachet maybe in their bra so that way they're smelling it. They do need perhaps maybe that herbal tea at their lunch break that
when my
gives them nerves,
literally,
anxiety help.
when my son was younger, he wouldn't go to sleep unless I gave him a lavender bath. and most of my kids were like that. They had to have that lavender smell.
Yeah, see,
At
the
night,
urban,
get out of work, play with them, do their thing, feed them supper, give them a bath just before they go to bed with the lavender soap. Always lavender.
yeah, then that's the ways that you find herbally to kind of, get through your day with those kinds of things, and that's what it is. When you come home, like for the end of the day, and you do that bath, add some herbs to your bath water. Do that part of your whole self-care thing too. Add that
Make
rosemary.
sure you get in contact with an herbalist too, so you know what herbs to add and what herbs or oil, what herbs not to add. And the same thing.
That's
get
part
in
of
touch with an aromatherapist.
That's between the herbalism and the herbal magic. That's between the two.
There's a difference. There's certain herbs and oils that you cannot put in a bathtub because it's not very healthy for you.
Yeah, no resin-based stuff in bathtub.
Exactly.
That's for sure. So the next thing too is candle magic, guys. A lot of us already just naturally like the light of a candle, right? It relaxes you.
That's right.
Everybody looks better in candlelight, Everybody does. Most of us have gotten proposed once or twice under some candlelight or whatever. But it just makes you feel.
Nope.
Yeah. Some of us. It just makes you feel already relaxed with that flame.
Right.
That's the element. Fire actually doing its thing, but it does. Candle magic works. And again, it's an easy way.
Right.
To
it goes
engage
into
in self-care.
details of different ways you could actually perform this type of magic. And again, if you're not a professional,
it gives you ideas.
Yeah, so it gives you ideas. So if you're just looking for a light way of doing it, that's fine. If you're looking for somebody to professionally help you with the candle magic, make sure that you do purchase a candle magic spell from somebody that they do know what they're doing.
You're going to want to read the next one. I know you are. Keep going.
Which one?
There
nice. Woo, woo. Okay, now we're talking about crystals and gem magic. This is one of the things I work with. Okay.
This is, again, believe it or not, part of your self-care.
It is. It's part of my self-care. Like candles, crystals, and other stones can be a passive part of your self-care. Or they can be more active part of your charging program to direct the energies towards a specific purpose. Now, me with crystals, there are particular crystals that I do utilize for myself, for my own self-care. Like I told you, jade. Okay, the jade never comes off. Guess what else doesn't come off? Sunstone. This never leaves my neck. Okay, we have sunstone, garnet, and amethyst. Then I also have moldavite, gunzonite, and herkimer diamond in this one. These things never come off because this is a part of my self-care. Then I have other items that I actually utilize because to me, crystals work off of energy. So there are certain items I will need to keep with me at all times. Then there are other items that are going to help, like this one will enhance every crystal that I have. This one is going to help me focus protectively without overgrounding. And again, this one I channel with. And then, of course, my golden healer crystal. So these are all crystals that I have for my own personal use. I also have an amethyst. I have a moonstone. I have all of these other crystals that I actually work with to help my aura. They're all over my desk, everywhere, because it's a part of who I am. They're all over my shelves, too. So I do have these crystals for purchase to help everybody. And that's what it is. I can tell you what a crystal does, what the energy does to work with it. But just it's you. It's an attraction. It's an energy thing. And that's the piece that I want everybody to know. If you are attracted to a particular crystal, you're attracted to that energy of that crystal. My birthstone pearls, I can't wear them. They say pearls are for Gemini, but I can't. So, and that's why your astrological chart is extremely important, which I have had done several times. But as far as crystals, you want to be able to cleanse them. There are many different methods to cleanse them. We do have a mist that I do make, which is charged and blessed. But also you can use sage. Some people, you can run them underwater. Certain crystals, you cannot put water on them. Like if you have malachite, do not put it in water.
Selenite?
No water either. And that's the thing. So smudging is a safer method, but some people don't want to breathe in the smudge. Yeah. So just be careful how you're cleansing and charging your crystals. That's also very important too.
Big time,
magical basics.
So the main focus of this book is not to teach the basics of magical practice, okay? It's in the interest of giving everyone a level playing field. So what you're going to find...
2 minutes left.
Yeah, what you're going to find is that what we're going to learn in this book is bare bones foundational techniques, okay, about... Oh, what did I just press? Okay. That's going to be, it's an in-depth look, though, at my thing just skipped everything. Okay. It's for an in-depth look at all, it's magical techniques, but with... It's magic. I can't even speak right now.
Yeah, it's some of the bare bones foundational
Blah, blah, blah,
techniques
blah, 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 blah.
that will be called for in this book.
Yes.
For more in-depth look on magical techniques, what you can do is purchase our books, Power of Spellcraft for Life of the Solitary Wicca Life, if that's what you're interested in.
Someone's trying to come in.
Yep, and then also centering and grounding. A really easy way to center and grounder is I want you to put your feet flat on the ground.
Important. Then we're going to talk about this again next time.
And then I'm going to teach you right before we leave. You got 1 minute left. 90 seconds left. Take a fist, make it. Put your hand over the fist. I want you to put it right over your solar plexus, and I want you to stand straight up. I want you to pull down, and I want you to pull up. So imagine the string is tied to your hands and your fist. Straighten it out. That's going to ground and center you right there. But I want to thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys so much.
We're going to continue in with this book as we continue in a lot of self-care. I mean, there might be some things that we might be teaching you too. Don't forget, we will see you not on Sunday. It's Mother's Day.
That's right.
So we'll be doing chakras on Monday this week, okay? It is Mother's Day, and I am taking the day for myself.
We're going to get our Mother's Day on, and then we're going to get our chakras on Monday.
Peace out. Love you guys.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for tuning in to Awakening the Unknown with Susan Swanbeck.
Don't forget,
and
get your
Michelle
self-care
Sullivan
on.
here on the ATU Network. For more information on upcoming shows and appearances, be sure to follow us on Facebook and on the web at awakeningtheunknown.wixsite.com. Voiceover work done by Cody Bray Despian.
Peace.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in tonight, guys.
Blog Talk Radio.